You're watching Open House NYC. Interior designer John Barman is not afraid of color. In fact, his use of it is one of the many things he's known for. Take a look at how he integrated bold colors with unexpected design touches.
Hi, I'm interior designer John Barman. This is my interpretation of a classic Park Avenue apartment, updated and modernized for the 21st century. I'm eager to show you around, so let's get started. In interior design, first impressions are most important, and this entry gallery makes quite the impression. After all, everybody deserves a bold entrance, and these floors do just that. These large black and white tiles are an updated take on the small tiles found in many Park Avenue apartments. Flush doors and high-gloss paint allow the artwork to show off to its best advantage. The streamlined look of the entry gallery flows right into the living room. This is a huge living room that's perfect for entertaining, but it's cozy despite its size. Making large spaces feel warm and inviting is always a creative challenge. A simple way to create that warmth is with multiple distinct sitting areas, but you always want them to relate to each other. The layout is traditional, but the contemporary look comes from the finishes and the bright accents of color. This painting inspired all the colors in the room that I brought in with the chairs and the pillows. I loved its swirling colors of red, pinks, and marigold. It feels festive, fun, and modern. Three qualities that are perfect for any living room. I kept the background gray on the walls and the curtains, so the colors really explode. I masked the unremarkable view with a decorative mirrored screen. It's an interesting piece that I found at auction that becomes a focal point in the room. I extended the feel of the screen with the reflective lamps. Reflective surfaces play with light and color beautifully. Speaking of color, follow me into what I call the blue room. I've always been surprised by some people's reluctance to use color. Here in the library, a room usually associated with dim lights, dark woods, and hushed tones, I wanted it to absolutely burst with color and energy. My own unique take on the Park Avenue library. And a lot of that energy comes from interesting juxtaposition, such as the high-gloss cobalt blue walls and the fluffy fur on the chairs. This library is eclectic, filled with a mix of pieces from many eras. For example, 19th century Empire console against the mid-century chairs in vintage fabric. The focal point of any library is, of course, the bookcases. What is a library without books? I was never one to feel that bookshelves should only be for books. They're a great place to organize and display collections from your life. This is an enveloping room to relax in, and I love it. I love the energy of a round dining room, so we actually created a round space in a square area. The round table is obviously the focal point, but it's reflected in the ceiling and the rug. Even the chairs are rounded. Round is an inviting shape. For a table, there's no head or foot. It makes for a friendlier, more inclusive meal. The lacquered yellow ceiling, the color of sunlight, gives the illusion of endless height. And the cove lighting gives a romantic glow. I always love additional seating in the dining room. If you have the space, go for it. Here I installed multiple banquettes in the windows, which expands the social possibilities in this room beyond just the table. I love showing you around my modern take on a Park Avenue apartment. I can honestly say it's one of my favorites, and if there's one thing to remember, be bold with color. Thanks for stopping by.